Well, hello people of YouTube Internet, I am GGP, back with another drawing process. So after a while I have to think what I should be drawing, and I absolutely have no idea what to draw. And okay, first of all, originally I thought about drawing some new drawing challenges because I trying to keep my content brand new creative. But then after thinking, yeah, that way I would just make a bunch of drawing challenges, you know, like monthly drawing challenges, the art drawing challenges, and like I think I maybe should come up with something original. And I do have some original project, which one I have to return. And I decided to return to Venomized characters. It was really hard to pick which characters I want to Venomize. Was lots of ideas. Some of them I did, some of them do it. Did, such a weird word of saying. Yeah, it's end of sentence. Yeah, let's just watch how I did them and hear my drawing process thoughts. Oh god, will be an embarrassing awkward video. God, I hope not. Let's get to the drawing process right bloody now. Okay, so for the first character it will be characters I was absolutely sure I want to do. It will be Jinx, from Arcane and League of Legends. Okay, most from Arcane, because her design I think already just like solidized like a Jinx design. And once again, her design more detailized, although usually detailized is what I do for my drawings. Well, man, my stomach. Okay, to be fair, I'm tired today. Because I started having some drinks problem where I had trouble sleeping at night. And so I'm not sleeping at night, I'm sleeping at days. Right now it's a day, so I want to sleep. Which is again a problem I will look up after a while. Okay, it's for the drink original design, just draw him as Venomized, like it's very simple concept. With your eyes and face being Venomized with colors. Okay, for color section I really like going black like typical Venom, like it's Venom who Venomizing them. But again, I'll see how it can be boring in design, and I'll see why some people add them colors of the original characters. Now, I prefer going with black, but sometimes adding some unique details for magic characters, slash characters. Yeah, magic characters and other aspects of characters, like energy-based characters. For Jinx, decided to go with slightly purplish black, but giving up to the desire to change colors of characters really badly. Now for the Jinx, again, main idea was to create her Venom and make her weapon Venomized as well, like giving her like organic weapon. And once again, her weapon usually look like fish and shark, piranha and that stuff. So yeah, it's like already have some invisible living creature vibe. So I decided to merge her bazooka shark, which now I don't remember because again, weirdly I want to draw Jinx, but I will not say I'm like Arcane / League of Legends fan. Like I watched only a couple episodes of Arcane, which again was Jinx related. Because again, I did happen to like Jinx very much. And Cecil. Wait. Is it Cecil? Silco. No wait, is... God damn it, okay. Embarrassment to Arcane fans. Because I am embarrassment to Arcane fans. Weirdly, I don't remember Arcane at all. Well yeah, bloody hell. And League of Legends I only like the Mummy, Amumu / Fiddlestick with Kendrick. Well, Lampard Wolf. I think it's easier to say than Kendrick in the realm. And plus again, I never play League of Legends. Although cool, it's free, although maybe it's way too heavy. Okay, talking about other designs. Well, for the hand, decided to give her a hand with very long fingers so it could wrap around the gun. Decided to give her piranhas on the belt and making like little venoms. Well, venom spats I would say, like little pieces of venom which you can just detach and throw. And for design again, decided to first of all this will be something like a mask with open skin, white colors again, mix of white and black, well purplish black. For legs decided to give them position like first of all she will use her knee as a holding for the gun, she will put her hands on the gun and will hold it right there. Another leg will bend like this because I like the bending stuff like this. We'll create her something like two toes legs. And also add some colors. And right now I'm not coloring, I'm going a bit to find the details I want to do. Well, also did this hair. Again, not much can say. Again, this drawing is very simplified and I again said everything I want to say. For powers I would say maybe, well, again, most detachable venoms. Creatures who can walk and who can come to you and then explode, like explosive creatures who he can generate. For shark will be simple blast which is in the game / an arcane. Although in Arcane it's more of the explosion, but again I will see it as more as a blast. And mostly again the Jinx shimmer power which she have in Arcane. Bloody hell, I honestly maybe I just decided to draw Jinx because it's well, nah, I would say I like Jinx. She's interesting characters. But for Arcane, I never bloody like watch series fully. I bloody fall in love with this fully. I watch only just clips and scenes and some specific episodes. Because again, as I said earlier, like Jinx and want to watch their scenes. I guess I've never been Arcane fan, which is again pretty good because if I ever going to react to TV shows on my reaction channel, I can start with Arcane. Okay, I actually think about starting with Gravity Falls if I could. Like I want this to be my first ever reacted series. I'm not sure will I ever react to this because again I'm not confident about me reacting to cartoons because first of all it's like definitely if I do it wrong it will copyright strike, copyright break, oh no, copyright block. I don't could end with a strike. Okay, so here comes the next part I could comment about Jinx design. Okay, with Venomized, okay, I would say I don't have much ideas. But then I suddenly start having ideas how to make design more interesting. Like I draw simple design with simple shapes I want to do, with main concept, and then adding some extra details. Like for example, mimicking Jinx. Again, she clothes have something like those on the chest, those ribbons, how you call it. Try to mimic it with the clothes, but again making it more like a whole part of a singular suit. Like making it all part of the singular suit. And also giving her pants. Decide to do her typical pants with white lines to add some more details. I would say, man, I like super minimalistic with my designs. Yes, well, I guess, I think I talk about this word for long enough. Like I sometimes have desire to make a big simplified design or sometimes very big design. I think it's just sounded stupid. I decided to cut her arms wide, this little clothing here. Again, mostly again, I did characters like as much as I want to. Like I want to something simple, something not complicated. But then regret not giving her complicated details because I want my characters to be complicated. Then sometimes I also think that I am very boring with my designs. Okay, with some designs are very interesting, the way they turn out to be. But usually it's like designs I've been picking for a while. And this Jinx design it was coming up like my normal design where I just start drawing and then going ideas. Here I have enough nice amount of ideas. I decided to separate arms a little bit with this whiteness and these black gloves I would call them. I will try to also separate the arms and making the shark arms visible that it's her arm. Although maybe it will be not as visible. I also decided to change the color of the eyes inside because I want to do this shimmer slash what type of energy. And also giving the teeth and mostly adding some more whiteness colors. Originally I was thinking about going for black. Again, it will be just single color without interesting things in it. So I decided to mix up with whiteness as well. For the piranhas, I did a little bit laziness with the tips, just drawing spiky tips without the lips. With the shark, I need the lips and then draw the tips. So with Jinx as well. Also, I give her a little bit smile, muscle back. How you call it? It's like how it's called. I don't know. It's like smile, the little cheek there. I know what's called cheek. Now for background, I decide to, mix color. I just pick random colors and create some nice background. Usually using the square function of the gradient tool and adding some liners. And again, I think I decided to go with some meaning behind them, like purplish and maybe reddish. Although I'm not sure whether I reddish. With some characters, I did come up with some secret meaning behind characters, like something sweet in something that stuff. With Jinx, I'm not sure. I think like white and purplish dark like her body. I have no idea why I decided to do which orange. I think maybe I decided. I don't think there was like any orange me theming in Arcane. Or maybe it was me trying to attempt to be goldish. Or maybe just I pick orange for no reason. Now when I Jinx cursed, because I come up with the original names and decided to call her Curse. I decided to give her visible hair, which should be something like tentacles. For guns, again, I already said that I wanted. For piranhas, I also give them like wide bellies, which is expanding and then creating this energy. Like they are feeling those energies and they're ready to explode. Also, if you look at the second, how can I call it, hip, you can notice that there's other piranha, but it's only just the tail because I was a little bit lazy. And now for eyes, decided to go with the original. I'm trying to be close to typical Venom, but just adding some original details to add some more difference to the character. Also notice that on the side of the body here, I did something like whiteness go on there. It means trying to be close to her tattoos. I think it's really hard to notice. But I did something like this. I don't know if it's ruined the details, I'm not sure. For pants, decided to do the liners, because the original one well, in the original arcade one, she have those lines, so I decided to just add the details, so there was some more details, because I didn't want the drawing to be just simple monocolors and not very interesting, because I think there will be something like this one. Okay, now I would say, yeah, pretty fine if I would say some of the characters have more ideas than they actually got. So on this note, without any long thoughts, let's just go to the next character, shall we? Right bloody now! Okay, so the next character, okay, let's say so come up from a random place, like, I just was trying to pick up ideas for who I want to venomize, and then like, lots of ideas who I want to venomize. Like, I want to venomize Homeland, I want to venomize Deep from The Boys, I want to venomize, who else I want to venomize? Okay, maybe that's, man, I have so many ideas and how little decision I want to do. But for some reason I decided to venomize GingerBrave. Okay, let's say I know the games he came from. Okay, how much no? I just know it exists. I don't think I ever was a fan of it. Again, most I just pick a characters I know, happen to know. And then decided to venomize him. Although, how famous is he? Well, I mean, I know about him, so it's like, he's not a character who is not impossible to know. So I decided to venomize him. First, again, with designs bloody simple, body structure, with some extra details. Like, decided to do those very circular chin for more cartoony effect. And once again, him face being venomized and tonguey and that stuff. Also decided to turn his arms into those very long candy cane to represent his original weapon and the way it is look, like it's how it's candy cane. For those little skulls, decided to do one big skull, not all in the full body, with those eye sockets, which is again, I would say one of the problem with my characters that I have very big problem in drawing the symmetrical eye sockets. Like my eye sockets like constantly not symmetrical, like I can say. But I would say my problem with symmetry come always. Like I'm not very good at symmetrical bodies. Now for the candy arms, I decided to copy pasted them. And most again with the spiky end on the joints, and most of them being super long and like touching the ground. One of them being on side here to this position of the hand I like, well, something like this. Can I put it? I need to draw small figure. Another hand will touch the ground. Like, you know, being something like fiddlestick effect. Again, talking about League of Legends. Well, fiddlestick is like one of the reasons I actually got interested in League of Legends. And Jinx. Yeah, both Jinx and fiddlestick. Like, fiddlestick forced me to want to watch it a little bit more, and Jinx like introduced me to this series. So maybe I didn't know about it before, but I didn't know exactly what it was. So like made it, but not personally. Now continue with details, again with GingerBrave, or GingerBrave, and as I named his Venomized form, GingerTerror. Also again, doing them creepy names version, which I do kinda like to do. Or how much like. I would say I have like seriously problem with my imagination. Like I would say I'm not very imaginative guy. I mean I have some interesting ideas, but mostly it's not like interesting, it's like mind-checking. Mind-breaking, as I want to say. It's like simplified. I would say there's like so many ways I could do or improve the characters. I must just don't have much ideas how to do this. So like my most basic improvements is just giving him like way a longer arm with Venomized tank and those spiky stuff. And like merging the weapon with the body. Like I will not say it's like very original, but it's something in process. And again with other characters I would say also go with a very simplified. Like okay, there will be some other characters who I would say also simplified idea and very simplified concept. But again, yeah, I don't know what to say else. Although sometimes I do have some characters I'm very simple for, although sometimes they're like just simple characters. I would say for my developers I draw the Miss Wizard Frog, very simplified and not very interesting. Although some characters I'm very proud of, like the Maze Hand, Flash, one I'm very proud of. The characters I'm very proud of. Well, Bell Wizard and the Demon Summoner end up pretty nicely. Considering the fact I did very simplified concept. And here I'll say some details again, because mostly I decided to go with simple Venom colors, with this half dark and black and white, but then having some ideas, it needs some more colors. Okay, so there was a break, as I was saying earlier. Maybe I should just bail my rule of Venomized natural colors. We just do the characters natural colors, like I don't know, GingerBrave, brownish GingerBrave colors. Because again, I thought there was not enough colors, and then to be fair, there's like only 2 colors. 3 colors, with black slightly brighter black and white. And again, I decided to add some of this sweetness goo on his mouth, on his teeth, like he ate something alive and now enjoying his meal. Like trying to add some more colors via blood, chemicals, and again mostly I trying to add this extra color with energy of characters who naturally possess some energy-based powers. But not every character I drew possess natural energy-based powers, some of them just have normal powers. Now for GingerTerror or GingerBrave Venomized, again mostly I explain what I want to do. Okay, for background I decided to go with these gingerbread colors and this purplish sweetness. Also, if you notice, I stopped doing this shadow effect underneath my characters. Like, okay, I think I want to do this for a while, but I think I did it once, but I didn't like how it looked, and now I did it again. I'd say it can look better. I mean, maybe, well, man, I'm constantly been worrying about my characters just standing in the void. And like, I'm not liking this, how they just stand in the void. And in fact, I'm not like want to do a really detailed background for them, so I decided to just add some shadows, so now they like have some, well, not in the void, like just standing on some ground. Like you can put any background you want and they like can create the effect of them standing somewhere. So I decided to add the shadows. And let's say for now I'm just liking it. Like I would say we've done my drawing project. Like let's say I'm not doing this for the Smash characters for now because I want to finish them in the same style. And then just, okay, I have some plan for my Smash characters, which I want to tell later. Although I think some smart people already can tell what I want to do with my Smash characters. But on this note, yeah, I don't know. For next character, let's go right bloody now because I think that's everything I want to say about GingerBrave. I already said it before. So for next one, we shall go right bloody now. So for next character will be Blitz from Husband, well, Hello Boss. Well, same city, but again, is it like already the same city? Okay, I would say it's still the same city. Just Husband Hotel will get the official episode and probably will not be able to reference the Hello Boss, but I think it's still canonized in the same city. Now for Blitzo, okay, first of all, I think I never bloody was able to draw him in the same way as in the show. Like I don't remember how many times I drew Blitzo, but I think every time I draw him, he's like always constantly different. So I think I never bloody was able to draw a Husband Hotel slash Hello Boss characters at all. Like Stolas and Blitzo like my main problem. Although once I want, okay, like in this era when I was making characters, just taking an image from some place and then try to draw as close as possible to this as much as possible. I once want to do the Stolas holding Octavia, but I was sucking at drawing Stolas, so I just bailed on this idea. And I would say, man, there was like another time I drew Stolas for my Drawing Your Astral Challenge. And it was also problematic since I could not draw Stolas. And I drew him, but again, very poorly. I don't know if I was young and was just learning how to draw. I would say Blitzo, okay, this Blitz kinda look funny, although his symbol on his head is not exactly perfect, like I'm trying to be close to the symbol as much as possible. Now for Blitzo, he's one of those characters I always have much desire to draw him. Again, he was one of those picky, like I have so many characters I want to draw, and so much to pick. And I would say, man, bloody hell, that's one of the reasons why I like to draw in the challenges. Like they have those promo arts and they give you specifics what you want to draw, in which order. Like, I have creative freedom, and when I have creative freedom, I absolutely have no idea what I want to draw. So I decided to draw Blitz. Now for him, I decided to draw him in a design of this Serpent, with his face looking straight at ya, neck going super long, then the body going super long, then there will be legs, and then very long tail. Let's say here kinda have problem with what's supposed to go each other another, how to make it look good. Like again, let's say from my perspective, I was thinking about him being like way longer than actually being him. But I think I make him a little bit shorter. Now for the face, again, mostly by just simple copy-pasted face of the Blitzer. Just on a different being the neck. And maybe the eyes. Yeah, the eyes. Also I decided to give him glory eyes. But the gloss will be Blitzer gloss, but with more spiky belly. And it will get thicker on the chest and slider out the waist. And then just continue going, waist, very long waist. For the legs, which will be covered by his jacket, which is now just, I don't know, part of the Venom symbiote. And once again, I have no idea how his body will supposed to be working there, because again, Venom just doesn't change your body structure. He just covered you and then you just covered in the goo. Like your original body is still supposed to be somewhere. With this one, I have no idea what his original body will be. But again, it's drawing and you can sometimes break the rules. Although I decided not to break the rules about the colors of the character. Like again, I guess it's a lot of those rules which maybe supposed to be broken to make a better drawing. But again, I'm not a big fan of it. I don't know, it's like, I want it to be a Venom, like Venomized, not like Clintarized. Okay, well, Clintar is the name of the original race. Although, I guess you can just call it Venomized for reference. Like, I mean, Ben 10 sometimes call alien species after his characters which he transformed. After the, for the body, I decided to give him some spikes on there, because again, I decided to draw spikes which just go from the neck, but from the head, from the neck to the body, and then decided on the body there will be some little those circus, clown, or those bells which is fluffy and that stuff. I decided to draw the whiteness of his suit with this again spikes, which is supposed to be like something like close Rex. Like I would have this idea of close Rex. Decided to give him hands with gloves and boots with all typical cowboy boots, and then decided to give them any unique show from the original one. Okay, maybe like in the original one, legs are just slender legs. Here I decided to give him like very massive tights. And again, mostly decided to chop his body, like turning around, wiggling, and then the neck going this way, and then body going this way, and it's staying like this, and it continues circling around his. Well, yeah, just circling around him, creating very long creatures. Originally, I was thinking about he will just go stand on the arms and the legs, but again, it can look like the legs is just the whole thing that supports his body. And I guess I also was going with this, like the leg will support his whole body, while the body will be slowly lifted with the head. But I think with arms I did this effect like the arms are actually on the ground. But I think I decided to give him very short arms, which again kinda ruined the effect. In the original one I did it and the way will go the head, the body and the legs, but after some time not looking great to me, I decided to switch the position, like there will be body, leg, and then the body will get. Oh yeah, just twisting around and mixing in layers. I decided to do something close to that one. I added the spikes color. Again for colors I decided to go in the simple Venom colors. With white and black, and then also decided to add some unique colors to the eyes, like the eyes are glowing, so I decided to give the glowing effect to the eyes. Decided to just tell it this spiky little thing, like little blade. It was for powers, I guess, just longer and longer. That will be his powers. For weapon I decided, okay, for weapon I did not decide to give him anything unique weapons. Yes, he just loses his weapon and just supposed to become physically stronger. I decided to do this effect for his, well yeah, just simple effect for his. I think it's like he's supposed to be this circle of thing, but I decided to remove it, turn it into this place the neck will go. And for other stuff, yeah, not much can say. Kind of running out of the ideas and thoughts I want to say. Well, most of my again for characters, I guess it's just simple character, not much original can add. Well, for powers, I think it's pretty obvious which power we will get. I mean, for powers upgraded, just mostly weapon merging together, becoming stronger, and maybe infinite energy. Slash hyper strong, slash elasticity, and merging with weapons. Of GingerBrave, I mean, again, it's pretty obvious what power he has. He's now fast and now sharp legs, or sharp arms. With Blitzo, he become like snakes. I mean, it will be his new powers. He become more snake-like. He was again stronger, bigger. Oh yeah, he totally be bigger. Which kind of maybe explained where his body goes. Like he become bigger and just body inside of it just fit inside there. And for other stuff, personality, well man, I guess more monster-like, more monster-like, I would say, like this. Now removing the lines because I want there be no liners for the eyes. To create this, okay, the husband had like the white line, the whiteness on the body goes without the line. So here I'm trying to create something similar to this one. Like here I'm placing the body part. Also again, originally was thinking placing the head and the body and then the legs. But then after disliking the way it looked, I decided to shift them a little bit. Like change the layers on that they'll be. Decided to go, there will be head and the legs and the body will be behind. And it will be explained by the body being twisted and then circling around and being like this. So that's how I decided to explain it. Although maybe it's like very bad explanation. There's like a big chance people did not get what I just said. For background, decided to go with red and white and again Blitzo color scheme. It kind of like the whole idea of hell's color scheme. Now for shadows, decided, well yeah, I will do them without the lines because the lines look terrible. Because again, I think shadows not supposed to have liners. Although it's like down first, like shadows supposed to be with liners. Right, it sounds dumb. Although I think everything I'm saying right now sounds pretty damaged because I am basically have not much to say. I can basically run out of the ideas I want to say possibly. So here again, you can see that they go the head, the body, go in the liners, and the head, and the body on the behind, and the head just stretching out to you. Again, that was a dumb idea. No, not a dumb idea, it's a dumb explanation. So the head is like looking straight at you. It's like up front. Now they go the body, well the legs go behind the head. Behind the legs there's a body. And through the body, the head stretching out to you. Now I hope I explained it to you perfectly. Now for this formation I decided to call it Serpent. There was some idea calling him Wyvern. But I think Wyvern does not have arms and does not have... Yeah, it just does not have arms. No wait, it's not Wyvern. Wyvern, I think it's like this dragon with wings for arms. So that's probably the reason why I didn't go with it. I think originally I was going with this Serpent. You know in Minecraft mod with the forest there's like this snake. In plus in Don't Stop Hamlet there's also this snake. It's like the idea of this snake. I decided to just call it Serpent because snake-like. And again, the snake-like ideas, I would say more popular. Okay, not more popular, but it's more just easier name to name. So for next one we shall go with the next one. Last one, Venomized characters for today. Yeah, only for Venomized characters for today. Not because I want to get this drawing pretty fast. Still failed. It's still my normal upload schedule. I didn't upload this drawing faster. I do consider that I still have this thumbnail making and I already have fully made project. I just need to make thumbnails and upload it online. But again, I'm not complaining. So for next character we shall go right bloody now. Okay, so for the next character something I want to do with this character for a while. Because I'm first of all the fan of his city. And it's Chainsaw Man. Okay, I have some ideas of Chainsaw Man I want to do, some fanarts. Again, I want to do some challenges and doing them in an interesting way. So, Venomizing come very interesting to me. Because first of all, I can like pick any characters I want. So I decided to go with him. And for design, with design I would say it's pretty simple fight. Now again, my main desire to do is him roaring, turning his arms into those tentacles. And from these tentacles there will be chainsaws, give him chainsaw tails. And once again, for other desires, I want to give him like exhaustion ports. Like you know, in Hero Academia, this guy with exhaustion ports. I originally decided to go give them on his head, but on his head I decided to give him spikes and plus the handle. So I decided to give him on the sides. Now most positioning, I decided to go with this one for fun, for reference image. I have this thumbnail, well, the cover of his comics where he looking this way, and the arms. Now for arms I decided to do this position where he just, my favorite position with arms being like this. So I decided to do this position. Although maybe for head shape it's not the best position ever. Now for tips, okay, I didn't give him tank, although it would be nice opportunity to give him tank. I decided not want to do this. I decided to give him tips, which is go this way, and the bottom tips, which is go on top of his chainsaw face. Now I decided to give him the chainsaw. First of all, there will be some details of the chainsaw itself, because again, I want to be in more details. Because I think my detalization is not enough detailized. Like I don't want to be simple characters with simple colors and simple shapes. I want there to be some extra colors, yeah, in the same spectrum, but more detailized. I must decide to give him, well, first of all, there will be whiteness on his chin, and the part which is original orange will be white. No, it will be black. The white part will be which is wires and stuff like this in the manga. And anime. Now anime, which I'm pretty fine with. Although the dub has come up like very longish. I'm already watching the sub. I just don't know, I want to hear how voice will sound in the dub. I don't think every important character already got. Like Beam, Future Devil, I like actually Future Devil in English voice as well. The Japanese is, oh, it's Spanish. Yeah, what I want to say, other stuff. Yeah, nothing much again I want to say. But yeah, I'm doing this tentacle part, and again, I would say I bloody like to draw those tentacles, which is crossing each other, go on top of each other, and like tweet and go this way. That's like one of the reasons why I decided to do this effect, because I bloody like it. And plus it will be like work at the second arms. Like, so it will work as the fingers and that stuff. So like now Chainsaw Wall can change, so man can interact with the wall. And you know, use these tentacles to bloody grab stuff and put them on his chainsaw. So it will be like also a secondary ability of his. Well, it will be his Venomized abilities. Plus I guess for abilities it will be bloody the same thing, maybe just stronger. And plus again extra arms, and there will be also this chainsaw tail I give him. Now that chainsaw tails, it was not my original intention. Because originally I just want to give him exhaustion ports. But again, thinking like their characters don't have much details to him, I decided to give him like the chainsaw tail, which he can use. He can grow it, he can just cut with it. And most for chainsaws, I decided to turn them white. The extra readiness for blood effect. because I want to add some bloodiness effect for colors, because again as much as I want to go with just white and black, I want there to be also be some extra colors there. Trying to create every opportunity to add some extra colors. And for extra colors, also decided to do orange with his eyes, but well, must say, man. Jinx is also some magic aspect to it. Well, not totally magic aspect, like demons can do very magically stuff. Is it like links to the magic? Because I remember like the future deals like it looked like he had to shove your head his guts to see the future. Although he's signing a contract, he can just show you future no matter what. Like, do they have like stronger power? I don't mean that they're stronger, they have more powers. So some of them like super powerful and super magical, like kind of One Piece, but again more bloodier. Although One Piece is also bloody, pretty much bloody. Although not bloody as Chainsaw Man, like it's more serious than. Although Chainsaw Man also not very serious show. Well, it's serious, but have some more humorous part as well. Like yeah, during the legs part, which is also decided to give him some sneakers. And also for colors, I decided, well, first of all, for clothes, well, I want the cord become like not as a cord, but as just colors on his body, like it just got consumed by his body and become flattish. But also I decided to add some more extra colors, well, not in the style of his suit. Well, I decided to do those chainsaw lines with, well, not chainsaw lines, but triangular lines, which is, well, kind of do remind me of a chainsaw, to be fair. Yeah, let's be fair. It kind of does remind me of the chainsaw. Now for other stuff, well, it's kind of look like the original form of Chainsaw Man, like the devil hero. The hero of hell. I don't remember Pachita title. Maybe I just can say Pachita. Yeah, it kind of does remind me of Pachita as well. Almost because it's black and mostly because... Well, I also think I was going to give him guns, but I think I ditched this idea during my drawing process. Also decided to do these little triangles to represent his short flaps, and again... Yeah, not much can say that. So no, I did not do this chord, I just this little triangle, in which one there will be blackness. Once again decided to give him tail, which kind of look like a beaver tail, to be fair. Yeah, it's not like a beaver tail, I give him a beaver tail. Other stuff, god damn it, I have much to say. Whatever for man, these drawings are like bloody simplified. For characters, it's pretty obvious what characters it is, and mostly there's no bloody backstories for this character. I mean, I'm not like Bob, Studio. Yeah, he also make Venomized characters drawing, but then he make Venomized drawing characters, he like have a full story how these characters interact with Venom, and how the hell Venom work with them. Also, I don't have the story. I just think that Venom appeared in this universe, possessed the character, but also I don't think like it's like the story where characters cross over or where they interact with each other. Just simple Venom meet the characters, possess him, and they become stronger and become more inside. And also I don't even have like any ideas for how the powers will increase or how powers will become stronger, or how the characters will react to the Venom. To be fair, I think like Venom mostly just given a feeling of euphoria, and they bloody like it having Venom. I think only the characters who bloody notice the Venom change the personality, we bloody notice this change in personality. Also I decided to give this, yeah, those little bumps with his hips, it's like exhaustion ports. I would say it's bloody hard to tell it's exhaustion ports. Maybe I should add some smoke, so add some this effect, maybe I should do this. But I just had to give him the sneakers, because again he have sneakers, and I think sneakers like the main aesthetic of Chainsaw Man. Plus the fact that he wearing a short. And plus the typical pants, like his iconic look, that's all I want to say. Other stuff, and the background I decided to do was, well, okay, trying to be a little original, trying to first use change of colors, and then trying to use this little swirly thing to represent the blades. I would say I'm bloody suck at this. I would say it's like look sample with the art render. Now for other stuff, yeah, for other stuff not much can say, just it's very simplified drawing. But then I decided to call him Roarer. And also here I decided to add some bloodiness because I felt there was not enough stuff there. And also again, for other stuff, bloody hell not much can say, again those drawings are very simple. Not much thinking, okay, there was some thinking process, but again, it was a very simplified thinking process, like I want to give him tentacles and give him tail. I want to turn his weapon into part of his body. I want to make him more monstrous looking. I want to make him bigger. I want to do this stuff. It was like this very simple process. It was further stuff. It's just simple character design. In my art style, well, yes, somewhat my art style. With just giving him Venom expression with Venom teeth and Venom eyes. Sometimes I do more details like making Venom eyes look different. once again, it's like the only thing I like been thinking. Like those drawings are very simple, but like there was not much thinking process because mostly it's not like I'm redesigning characters. Well, it's somewhat redesigned, but it's very. I don't. Yeah, it's like if I would redesign characters, I would probably have exactly the same thinking process. So like, would not be different at all. I don't think I can say Chainsaw Man like the only part which is bloody is his hands and his teeth with his head blade. Tail blade is set to keep normal. Like I would say, it's mostly for. I would say he mostly used his tail for jumping, for climbing, and that stuff. And I would say he does not use it as for killing as much often. So like when he get possessed, he still didn't have enough time to get bloody. But at some point it will also get bloody. Maybe he can wrap around people and like chainsaw them, it's bloody gruesome. I don't know, totally what something they would do. But for next details, yeah, you notice that it's last Venomized characters for today. So what the hell the next video will be? The next video will be me drawing thumbnails for this video. Let's say it's ended up pretty nicely, with some characters looking awesome, with some characters looking pretty okayish. With some characters not even looking like themselves. So for next drawing, let's go right bloody now! Okay, so here comes the reason why this video is so long, it's me drawing the thumbnails, and I drawing all characters together. Getting Venomized. Okay, I would say maybe there will be some moments I will cut. Mostly I also take a lot of breaks and not stopping recording. Because I think I will get back to drawings, but I did not. And I just keep recording code. So the characters will be GingerBrave, which again went down pretty nice. I mean, I would say my typical bandy lines are me not keeping characters proportion. And maybe a little bit screwing with his hair too much and not looking like his hair. I decided to do his eyes, whiteness in his eyes and his mouth without liners. I think in the game he does not have lines. If in games he does not have any liners. But I decided to keep his body liners and removing his liners of extra layer of ginger. Yeah, I have no way to describe it. Now the idea he will get eaten by the goop and then getting transformed and getting like way bigger than in the game. Like I would say in the game, if you compare it with human, he will be in the size of normal gingerbread man. I would say as a Venomized version of himself, he like in the size of, I would say Chucky. I would assume Chucky. So yeah, he gets eaten by this goop, and mostly he have his candy cane like a spear, throwing it with his arms. As for positioning, yeah, very simple. Again, I would say he like the one that was look pretty normal to himself. Like I would say it's very easy to tell it's him, and he looked pretty close to his game version. Again, as I said earlier, the only minus of him like not having, yeah, having bandy lines and being drawn by some amateur artist. But other characters, well, Denji look bloody awesome. I would say he will even look like in the original. Nah, I'm not that sorry that he look like in the original manga. Nah, he does not look like original manga. He still look like some cheap fanner. Because he made by cheap guy! Man, living up to my name. Other characters, well, Jinx. Okay, you can tell it's Jinx, but it doesn't look like Jinx from arcade. Well, you can tell it's Jinx. Yeah, Blitzo, bloody hell, screw up with Blitzo. Yeah, I never bloody was able to draw Blitzo very nice. Like, Blitzo is one of the characters I constantly have problem with. I don't know, it's something about Hotel Asta which I cannot get close to. Like, I would say whenever I'm trying to be close to this, I'm freaking failing. Okay, so here I decided to be a little bit lazy, just draw the mouse with spiky tips and then add some leaves, but again, mostly just originally drawing spiky tips without the leaves. So maybe it's look not natural. For the characters, well, Denji, man, I have a nice reference image from manga. Well, not manga, from wiki with colors. Let's say pretty close, and plus again I learned some new things about to draw lines on the neck. Because usually I just draw lines on the body, which will be something like this bone, which is connect the muscle of the arm with the rib. This chest line I would call a chest line, those pecs line, and most for other stuff. Yeah, that's what I usually draw. Instead draw him, well yeah, it's an ice. I would say I usually draw the size, but I usually draw them, then I do some drawing your asphalt challenges. Like I like to do, actually man, I would say whenever I'm drawing in the asphalt challenge, I'm about to give my fullest. Like I would say my drawings look the best when I do an asphalt challenge. Almost because I'm trying to, first of all, it's first of all create who will bloody see it, and then to get the best version of the drawing. But again, we'll say, for my OCs and my original characters, I usually try to go with my normal art style with the eyes, which you saw earlier, like the eyes which is half circle. And again, the body structure, well yeah, that's how I do. Again, for that style, I usually use the same eyes. Again, maybe if I start using this type of eyes, I would make my arts look more nicer. I don't know if I usually would be lazy. And I don't like being more lazy than more non-lazy. And again, here come my laziness, where I decided to draw his teeth, the lips, which is all actually obviously is what behind. Where teeth grow, and I decided to draw these. The gums, I decided to draw the gums. And his teeth, but I decided to do not bottom teeth, like he will just stop. Oh, my time today. Not if I'm a bit tired again. I said the only reason why I'm tired earlier. And after that I will go take a nap. And I started taking a nap after my videos for a while. Well, after I recorded morning, I recorded day, and I just bloody tired constantly. Like I draw the Denji hair, just bloody draws super awesomely. Like I bloody like the way I did the Denji hair. Man, I can say Denji is like the most favorite drawing in this batch. Like I like the way I did him. Like he look awesome. Well, okay, well other characters also look pretty nice. Like I would say the only one I don't like much is Blitz, because he like doesn't look like his original self. Plus again, interpretation I did is not the best. Well, Jinx, okay, she does also not look like the original self, but with her, I like the way she look. Like I did her pretty nicely to look back. But stuff, yeah, Denji will just bite the Venom and like go be his gimmick of him eating anything. Just biting Venom back. But he have no blood and he just possessing Denji from inside. Actually, you know, it will be your bloody lore. That's how they get possessed. Like the Venom eat GingerBrave and then possess him. Denji decide to eat the Venom. Well, actually, Venom I would say attack the Denji, and Denji decide to eat him. And he like possess him, just freaking around him, surround him, what was eating him. The other characters, the Jinx, yeah, just he attack from behind and just possess her as well. The Blitzo, he tied him up and also possess him. For the stuff, well, okay, for Denji decide to draw him a body, then decide how I wanted to be. Like he will just biting it, and then hands will be here, like to grab it and then maybe pull it or just hold it so he can eat it. So there will be some parts I will remove. So I decided to draw a little bit of the body, remove, okay, the body I like completely remove. Like will only be the head, not even the chin, just the head, and we'll slice the head where the tip starts. And the hands, that's it. That's actually the eats. Just the Denji head. And that's why it's so awesome, maybe because I didn't do much stuff. But to be fair, I think if I continue it will also look nicer. Nicer. But again, not much can say, mostly again me blabbling and talking. Again, I say my speech today, well again, I see my speech worse, I see my speech best. Like I've said in my previous video, my speech was much better. Totally much better. For the stuff, I decided to do a little bit tearing and Venoms, but again I decided to do lots of tearing. I decided to do like little tears to reveal the skin underneath it and then other stuff. Okay, kind of already wish I did to the next drawing, because for next drawing I want to say something about the next drawing. Okay, with the Jinx I kind of messed up the head. Again, magic, it's better if you see what I'm talking about. Okay, maybe you already see what I'm talking about, because again there will be some cuts in the videos. So maybe I already bloody watched the Jinx and then just for you, for me right now it's still Denji, I don't want the head. For you maybe already Jinx. I'm not sure. I'm being lazy with the hands, although yeah, I guess hands can be like this. I mean, the Venom on his body, he just bloody hands on top of his body to bloody grab the Venom. So yeah, the hands can totally be like this. Although, would you be able to see his sleeves? His sleeves are, yeah, I think if you're on the sleeves it will be somewhere here. Although they probably can be here. Now again, for eyes, this have to do anime eyes, but again, Denji does not have much strong anime eyes. I think just this brownish circle of this little bit whiter in his eyes. Although that was so in the reference image I have. Although look pretty funnish. Yeah, look pretty funnish. Although maybe if I did like the full-time anime eyes, it also look not so great. Man, not so great is actually a bad way to say. But look, not bad. Although again I said Denji is like the best one here. It's Denji, Ginger Ninja, and now maybe Jinx. Denji, Jinx, Ginger Ninja, and then Blitz. It's the order I like them all. In the Venomized form, I would say in Venomized forms I like more of the GingerBrave, Jinx, Blitzo, and then Chainsaw Man. I don't know if I would say some of them, like I don't think they're kinda bad in this batch. I would say they're all equally. I would say, but Ginger Ninja, I like the way I did his arms, so like I think I like what him. So for the Jinx, first I would give you a very small pupils to create the effect of craziness, which I want to mimic for a very long time. For instance, I use this League of Legends animated gif of her standing and then holding her bazooka and like slightly move. Like then they decide to give her arcane claws and they do those showing of your clothes. And it's a very bad way to say it. I try to be close to original as much as I can and bloody sucking on this. Like your eyes, the eyebrows, the lips are bloody hated. So I decided to pay, no, the eyes I keep. I hate the nose and I hate the lips. Those stuff I will completely remove and do it in my more art styles. Like, try to be close to original, I failed because it's first of all 3D and more complicated art style than mine, so it will be totally me not able to do. So I decided to do it more my capability. Which I like a little bit more, but again saying it doesn't look like a full-time Jinx, but I think you can tell it's a Jinx. So I do this effect where mouse going outside the head, but you just drawing this little lamp to follow the mouse. So I do the lipstick, but lipstick was pretty hard to do because again she have the lipstick which is not I usually do. Like your lipstick is your lips, like the lips which go around your mouth. I want to do it, but it looks like a clown makeup, so I decided to do what I usually do with just on top and the bottom. Although to be fair, I think lips work this way that they go around the full mouth, but that gets shrink to the sides. I decided to do her a little bit crazy, like she's laughing and getting possessed by this venom. Didn't want to do much stuff because again, I was going to be lazy with my thumbnails, and I did become lazy with my thumbnails. Drawing only half of body of needed characters, and once again, for them not much of body movement. Like the Jinx just stayed in stoically posing. Okay, I think the static pose with just T-pose. Or she just stands like this and the arms are bloody laughing like a crazy person. With like not even having the second eye. Well, the second eye will be hidden by the hair. And if I think in the reference which I found, she also had the like hidden eyes. Okay, in this one she have like very little eye. I decided to give a little bit more eyes to... Because I did her hair this way that it looks like she have no completely eyes. So I decided to give her a little bit of her eye. And for hair, I bloody like the way I did the hair. The hair looked pretty awesome, I would say. And I also like the way I did it. Okay, actually I started to like Jinx a little bit more. Yeah, I like it Jinx during I did. I didn't thought it was not so bad Jinx, but I say it's pretty fine-ish. Yeah, it's fine-ish. If you don't like it, okay, you don't like it, sorry. And for other stuff, yeah, not much I can say. I decided to do lots of those Venom clothes with her. Being on top of her, banging at her, and just circling around here, that's how I can describe it. Now for Blitzo, I decided also to give him a very static pose where it just arms being tied up, and he... Actually I decided to reference this image of him in the Truths, where he get covered in the feathers and like slowly tied up. Actually I'm talking about Blitz a bit too early, but again I have nothing to say about the Jinx. Okay, I give you these chains, those ribbons, those clothes, and Jinx! It's Jinx! What the hell can I add more? I just adding tools to the hand. That's it. I need my eyes. Then it's end of the third. Come on, go faster. Okay, maybe I could add some more speed to this one. Yeah, I thought I could add some more speed. Although for Venom part it would be maybe too fast, but for this part it would be bloody perfect. Like this part is supposed to be faster. Because I already ran out of things I want to say. But she bloody would totally like, no, would she? Well, she's pretty chaotic. How chaotic is she? Well, she's actually a very mysterious person to be fair. But also original thought about... original thought about just putting symbiote on top of her, but then decided it will look weird, so I decided to put symbiote behind her and like ending those tentacles. I originally just thinking about tentacles on her. No, I originally was thinking about doing like a little tree, and then going tentacles which is just grab only her face and like pull it. But then decided to do like a full envelope on behind her, like slowly sucking her body like a Homer Simpson into the bushes. I did not have badly. Slightly better. Kinda look like Justin Bieber to be fair. Well, man. Or maybe Ian, like maybe Ian from Smosh. That's a guy I like a little bit more. So yeah, for next character Blitzo. First of all, eyes are badly placed. Again, screw up his symbol. Okay, then it's come to characters and their perspective, and there's some extra detail on the head. I bloody screwed this up. Like for example, GingerBrave also have this hairline, but I decided to do it. I give him way too small head to fit the hairline, and it's just go on top of his eyes. Which is again look not so bad, but again I wish it was better. Now for the skull, again I did way too small head to fit the skull, what the symbol of his head. And also I did it super poorly and like maybe small eyes. Of course they're also pretty smallish. And for head shape it's also weird, because I think he like having this more mouth which just goes straight. Yeah, I just give him like a And I just jumped his head onto the cylinder. Also decided to tie his mouth up and give him typical clothes, and yeah, not much can say. And he's have very unique. Maybe that's the reason why I cannot draw husband hotel characters. They have very unique body structure. Again, I cannot nail. Like I cannot nail the body structure. Whenever I draw it, because they like super slender and have this unique proportion, I can't do it. Because again, I do have problem with my proportion. I once draw Alistair, and I didn't give him like very big horns. Like I usually try to be very minimalistic with my drawings. Well, not minimalistic. I'm not trying to go overboard with my drawings. If I'm drawing something, I'm trying to keep it in the not wild enough. Like I don't want to spread. Like I'm not spreading enough. I usually just because if I'm gonna spread, I have to move the image, shrink it, and then I have to fit it all in the box. Because I bloody like fitting characters inside of the box. That's what I like to do. So like if I'm gonna give them super big horns, I have to shrink them, and I will get pixelated and the lines will get smaller and the outside of the colors will be showing. And I have to color it once more. Although it's not like a big problem. Actually, I think I did it before. I think I decided to create a second layer and color on behind of the characters. I have no idea why I stopped doing this. Well, because it would be extra work and I actually, to be fair, trying to be a bit more lazy. Like here drawing the tying up, the body, okay, it will be hands which gets tied up and the mouth, and mostly, okay, maybe legs as well, but you cannot see the leg. And the tail with legs. But if I consider the tail just the same part as the legs. For the stuff, not much can say, again, it's the end of the third. It was very simple third. Although to be fair, man, I bloody forgot to color Blitzo vibe. Like I bloody forgetting this stuff. Well, mostly, yeah, I bloody forgetting this. For body, actually I like the way the arms look. I would say I like the arms. Okay, not this part, but the arms of which they start from the body. Like this arm going on top of the body, this arm going slightly above the body. Other stuff. Okay, maybe here it's like impossible to tell that there's lines. So no, I would say, nah. The big setting effect actually helped here to see that there's actually some lines there. So that's like the only good thing about pixelating or shrinking the image. Although maybe if I use a different brush. I've been thinking about using different brushes. Okay, I like use the spray can slash something like a pencil. If you like put short on the fan and it's like spray it around. It's like the best way I can describe this effect. It's totally right. There's probably like a better, more nice way to describe this effect. Oh, I did just forget to draw his whiteness on the face. I also forgot to draw the symbol. And I give him like very big eyes. I said his eyes does not look like Husband Hotel character's eyes. And because, well, why they look so weird? Maybe because I did this blackness of the eyes. Or maybe because I didn't do the more, how can I say it? More, not circular. Yeah, it's like, not Blitz. Well, you can tell it's a Blitzer, but again, it's like weakish Blitzer. Like here come the placement of characters, and mostly I decided to place them in the same order I was drawing them. Just like how I like it. Now for background, I also decided to draw, well, just Venom effect with white and darkish, and using gradient tool. Which I bloody like to do for backgrounds. Because again, it creates some nice combination, which I bloody like. Should bloody use it more often. And also for other stuff, we'll put some text, we'll put this stuff, we'll add some more colors to make the lines more thicker. And this note, it's my final drawing for this challenge, and once again, as I said earlier. So on this note, let's just end this video and say it was TVP. I hope you like my drawings. If you did not like my speech, because right now I don't like my speech because it's very tired, like, yeah, because I am tired. I'll probably like maybe drink some coffee. Well, I already drink 2 cups of coffee and I'm trying not to drink too much coffee because it's not very healthy for me. We'll just take some micro nap and then just get back to montaging this video to upload to the fact I have some time. I have lots of time, it's freaking okay. I'm the master of this channel. I just had when the video go out. I'm freaking owner of this channel. Did be self-approval there of my procrastination. But on this note, I hope you like everything here. I hope you like it. I hope you can recommend me some characters. So maybe if I'm gonna Venomize part 3, that will be part 3. I can add some more characters you can recommend me. On this note, just stay tuned. And for that note, go to my social media, go to my Patreon. I will not put a Patreon recommendation today because my Patreon recommendation for gameplay channels and reaction channels. So go to my other channels to see what I do for Patreons. But on this note, go to my social media, go to my... I just repeat myself. Just have a nice day and roll the end screen. Bye bye!